Have you sometime or somewhere in such situation where earlier, let's say you join a company, or that company when you join at that time, your way of speaking, your communication skill, or the body gesture or transformation that now you gain, that was not at the time when you join a company. I mean, sometimes it happens in our life that on behalf of our technical skill or working style or experience, we anyhow crack in our view or join a company that is a good company. And now we feel or we start feeling that no, this knowledge, this skill is not sufficient, is not enough. We need to enhance our communication skill. And what happened, what funny thing comes that time that suppose now you are fully concentrated, you are determined to improve the way of speaking, your communication skill or English knowledge. And now after a few months, you feel you are comfortable that you can talk, you can have a conversation with people because now you are enhancing, you have some mentor, you have joined some courses, all day long you are obsessing about this or you are enhancing the knowledge. And now somewhere you feel that now I'm capable of, so that I can talk. Even you are talking with your mentor, you are talking with your colleague who is learning English or sitting in your class with him in group discussion. In the learning time you are able to narrate, you are able to speak. But the weird things happen that when we had joined in company or somewhere at a starting time, I was speaking with my boss, my colleague, or whoever used to be there in our mother tongue. And now whenever we try to go in English or to try to speak in English, so what happened over there, our mind suddenly block us because the same face that we have been looking at for a long time or we had been discussing with them in Hindi in our mother tongue, but now how can I open my mouth in other language because they know I'm not good, because the time when I joined I was not good at, I was not able to utter or to narrate anything in English. But now because I have worked, I'm putting all my effort to learn this. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm developing my notion, idea, a structure, how to form a sentence. Now I'm good at that. But still, why? Why I'm not able to speak in my office where actually for what I am developing my skill? What is causing me? What is the obstacle that is blocking me? Some voice sitting back in our mind that is always trying to falling behind or holding me back, that no, 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 you were communicating with those guys in your language, in mother tongue. So how today can you dare to speak in English? And this is again one of the great or biggest challenge. We are not able to muster confidence level to go in English. Why? Because when we join, since that like it's become years and years, that impression had developed. Yeah, so that is called first impression is last impression. So that impression we already established, cultivated with people. So now I'm not daring, I'm not having courage, or I'm not dare, not able to motivate ourselves to go in English. Yeah, this is again terrible situation. But see, if you are going in some other company, sitting with HR in another company, not the same company you are doing now, there you are able to narrate, you are able to speak in English. So that is also one kind of psychological problem, and that is the imposter syndrome, self-doubt that we have instilled gradually. But now when we are somewhere in another company or we are talking in English, we are sitting with the manager, colleague. I'm talking about another company if you join. But what causes, what what is certain blockage or the dark spot that occurs when we are not able to speak with those whom we have been speaking in our general language. So the same thing, one day my student, he was narrating to me that I have some close friend with whom I have been talking in general language, but still I'm not daring, I'm not encouraging, or I'm not able to speak in English. I don't know why, but that is not a psychological or imposter syndrome with him. It lies with all of us. We have emotion, we have some psychological impact that whenever we try to go, or we think to speak, or we think to change the way that we had, because the behavior, the pattern of behavior is layered by layered by layered for a long time, that we have been doing that. But now we cannot change that. It's so hard. It's so hard to break. Yep. So that happen. Don't, if you are in such situation that you feel somewhere embarrassment, gradually you might break that zone, that most of the time you are not able. But again, that situation will remain in your journey, with whom you have been always in the other way, in the Hindi or in your mother tongue. Now it becomes hard to go in English. So, guys, again, this is good morning. Or every day I try to go live. You can see behind me, that is real, natural scene where every day I walk and I take a walk. After taking a walk, I just practice. I listen some podcast, watch some video, and then I practice something. And then thereafter, I sit here for some time. After practicing, I record a video every day. For me, or for those, they might be in such situation that can correlate, or they may think about these all situations, that yes, these all situations are lingering with him, or they're obsessed about that. But don't worry, that practice that you are experiencing is not with you, it is with everybody. Everybody who has in such situation, the situation lingered, but it does not matter that you cannot break. If you are such kind of guy who has dare, or you think that even in the joke or doing some comedy or making laugh of somebody, if you go in English, start in the bit of pieces. Yup, it might help you out. But again, if you feel that there you have created such environment and it is somewhere compelling you or terrifying you that don't go in English, try to find another option. It is not mandatory. I'm saying if you are getting everything over there that is gonna get great, be there. Try to practice there. But if you wanna get chance somewhere, try, because now you're going great in English. So this causes a great problem. Today again, I woke up late because I don't need to go to a school, because there is, after half yearly exam, there is off in my son's school. Otherwise every day I need to go to a school to leave him, or because of that even my wife needs to wake up early in the morning. She's responsible. She wakes up, she rushes to the kitchen after brewing the floor, all the dishes she does at the night itself, and she ready to cook. And immediately within half an hour, she is responsible to cook, prepare, or she's also keeping a tab that my son is still lying on bed, tossing and turning, or he woke up. The all task goes to her. Sometime I do that. I just contribute my effort to just waking my son up, and that's it. But apart from that, all the tasks only she is responsible. A lady in house, they are great. If you correlate, she does a lot of tasks. Even they deserve a lot of praise, respect, reputation, but nobody gives it. So that all task goes to my wife, and my only and only task is I take around. I just see in the morning if there is some garbage bag in the kitchen, so I take it out. I, while walking, I throw it on the pile of garbage and then take a walk, listen podcast, doing this practice, or then thereafter I take a round. And I, if I notice something that in the kitchen, if there is falling something short, or I need to buy something, I while working, I take something from the market and I put that in the kitchen. That is my job. And then thereafter, I take a bath and then leave my son to his school. That's shit. So this is the task. So in this task, now just trim the part of the hassle that my wife needs to wake up, she needs to prepare early or make ready that everything is okay, prepare my son. Now a day, this task is not with her, with me. So we are free, at least not in hurry. So even I'm little free, but my task, like I have classes, so I need to teach, or I have that class in the morning around 8:50. So that is professional class. People are not having leave from the office, so I have to teach them. That is always with me. But again, in the morning hour, at least we have relax. So every day when I come here, or I share, I do that bakwas, if I say in Hindi. Many people might be noticing that, oh, what every day does he speak? But it matters for those people. They are in the same situation. What I narrate and what I'm narrating about the situation, or talking, or trying to imagine it with my experience, with the people, they all are working experience, they share with me. So what I'm narrating here, that may correlate because people are watching, or I noticed that somewhere they might be getting benefit of this. And there comes a lot of idea in my mind. So this morning, early in the morning, when I was about to wake up, some idea click in my mind. Generally, I teach one-on-one class. That why should not I create a class where I just invite the local people where I'm living, so that, because there comes a lot of people, they are good in English, they are fluent, but they are not that confident that today in this competition market they need, or it demands them to be fluent, speak confidently. So even they are good, they're going to speak, but they are not confident speaker. So what I'm planning, if I can create such environment in group where people may come, or they might practice, yeah, like somewhere sitting in the field, or in a room, or uh, even online, it is possible to make a group only for working professional, the top management. They may sit, or they are discussing about their hectic schedule, their client meeting. In that meeting, what problem came, what create embarrassment situation for him, how the weak English communication skill is troublesome in their life. These all routine with frustration, we can say the emotional toll all day that is mounting with the people they are working. So these all things clicked or pop up in my mind, and I was thinking I can do that. Yeah, because I have experience teaching globally people, and I am teaching the top management people, and the better is that I have a decade of experience working in a corporate environment. So I understand all the culture, all the way, all the circumstances, situation, what occurs in a people during the day. They are professional, or they are going to office. So why cannot I create such environment where I can do something that may help people, or they may gain confidence, because I'm passionate about English. That is my full-time work also. But earlier I was working, and when I was in such pathetic situation where I was facing this challenge, everything used to be blank. I noticed sometime, even I used to go for interview, people got to know while your confidence level, when you sit in front of somebody, or when you open your mouth, at the time people assume a spots your confidence level. I noticed yesterday I was laughing when I remember one of the incident I had during the interview. I went for an interview. I had experience. Even I was trying. So the guy who was sitting on the chair, he was a bit occupied also. He was not a HR. He was, I think, team lead or manager, but he had power to give me a job. So I went. I requested him, sir, I'm here for interview for this position. I got to know that there is some position. And he said, yeah, I have. He looked at me. I think, I believe, by speaking these things, he scanned my all the confidence level, my personality, and he spotted it. But I went there. It was his responsibility to ask me something. So he said, "Sit here," and he told me, "Can we speak 15 minutes in English? Anything?" Oh my God! The problem I had, the situation, the catalyst that was in my life, or that was creating problem for me. Same thing, he asked me, how could I have gone? You must understand. Hardly I uttered a few sentences, I sprang a few sentences in English, and now I was blank, or now I was not able to narrate a single word, or somewhere I still remember I was talking about some compliance part, or in this compliance part, I stuck to saying fire extinguisher. I still remember I fumbled to use that word, fire extinguisher. So still I remember the time, or I myself, without taking his permission, because I understood that what he wanted, I did the mistake, or I woke up, I left the seat, I was so embarrassed. So that was one of the incident I still remember when it comes to communication skill, the gap of communication skill. And these kinds of a lot of situations occurred while I was going for interview, or I was not good in English. So these all things somewhere was propelling me, creating some troublesome, or giving some idea that a day will come when you will be great speaker, or you will be speaking well English. And today, by the grace of God, it took a lot of year, no doubt, but now at least it's been more than 4 years I have been teaching people globally, or with a great result. So these all situations why I'm narrating here, I want to practice, and somewhere I don't want to fade it out. I don't want to fade it away from my mind. I want that somewhere to remember that how terrible I was, and how not speaking well in English was creating trouble for me, and how these kinds of situations occurred not with me, with a lot of people around the world whom I have been teaching. That is why many people, they co-relate with me. You know, when I narrate my story, they are well comfortable to correlate that yes, this is what they are facing. These are the challenge they have, that what I had in my past, and what helped me out to come here to get rid of such situation. The same idea, same ideology, same methodology I have been using with people, and they are now great, or they are getting confidence when it comes to a speaking English. So these all things I narrate here every day, because somewhere it refresh my old time, or some of people like me, they would be passionate about English, or they want to make career in English speaking, coaching or mentorship. They, or somebody, they are working professional, they are learning, and somewhere they are lacking confidence, they might get some idea, knowledge, some clue, some hint that yes, they are not one. A lot of people in the world, they are obsessing with this problem, or they are stricken by this problem. They are stagnant, because still at least you are practicing English, you are watching YouTube, but such people, they are not even daring to improve, or starting, or embarking in the journey where they may start how to speak well English. So again, good morning. Now I can say the sun start peeping. It is cloudy. So cloud is trying to shroud him, but sun is sun. He is trying his best to come out and show its strength to the world, because once it comes out, or the sun will come out, it would be white day, still it is day, but you notice there is no sun. So he starts coming, and once he will come, you will notice all this thing, the misty thing I can see on the horizon, it will be vanished. Yeah, it will be clear, neat and clean. So again, thank you and bye bye.